Hey there, you're welcome to Logic Republic Conversation. And today we shall be talking about peace and the need to end fights. As a Logic Republican, we are concerned about the endless chaos around the world. It is our conviction that we can afford to live together in peace, harmony, and prosperity. And this is because humanity possesses sufficient intelligence to drive herself. We possess understanding. We are privileged to have education. We are privileged to travel. We are privileged to have the ability to organize. Naturally, every human being has the capacity to reorganize or organize, has the capacity to define self. These abilities or capacities are not something that other species have the privilege to have. So we then cannot waste our privileges. The privilege of having intelligence enough to be able to define self, to self organize, to self construct. That's a rare privilege. So, as humans all around the world, from Logic Republic, we are appealing to everybody around the world. We are saying that we cannot afford to keep fighting all around the world. It's time for us to put an end to drop the guns. Our desire to keep increasing our munitions and weaponry has to die. The idea that advancement, technological advancement, equals warheads and weaponry, that idea needs to die. A country that has so much ammunition and weapon of mass destruction does not in any way connote or denote advancement. No society equips herself to destroy others can claim advancement. Civilization is not about destruction. Civilization is about construction. It is about careful demolition. It is about intentional demolition of whatever pattern or whatever it is that has to be demolished. Tolerance is not a luxury, it's a basic need, it's a basic requirement for humanity, for coexistence. But then all participation too, it is a core requirement for us to live in peace and harmony. The idea that a country has to be ahead of another country by possessing more weapons and then claim to be advanced or more powerful does not exist. We need to revisit our understanding of advancement and civilization. It appears that the culture that we already have in the world says opposite of our understanding of civilization and advancement. It's just an appeal. We need to redefine our systems. We need to go back into our understanding, what we call the dictionary, and try to redefine a lot of these concepts. The people who cannot organize themselves do not have advancement. The people who cannot construct themselves towards continuity, prosperity, peaceful coexistence do not have in any way civilization. So the concept or the false idea that civilization is having good roads, stable electricity, food to eat, cars on the road, economics, deprivational economies that are working, and um, systemic, destructive, and exploitative democracy does not speak volume of civilization. That's not civilization. Civilization is the understanding to live together, the understanding to navigate together, the understanding to flow from potential through possibilities and towards manifestation. This is what we call civilization. It is that knowledge, it is that awareness that one or a society, a community possess to navigate from potential, nothingness, through possibilities, endless possibilities, towards manifestation. And upon manifestation, they experience collectively completion. This is what we call civilization. Advancement in this case, it has nothing to do about weaponry or the gathering of weapons, the assembling of weapons, or destructive tendencies or powers has nothing to do with civilization or advancement. Advancement is how a people are organized from the persons, from the individual level, from the hoi polloi, from the masses, how they are organized all the way to the state level. This is what we call advancement. This is what we call civilization. So the new culture of unending chaos and fight. When you don't destroy, you feel like you're powerless. Now the dictionary defines the most powerful people in the world are those who have all the weapons to destroy, who have weapons to invade other countries. The weak or weaker countries are those who don't have weapons to invade other countries. This is the new reality that we find ourselves. This cannot continue because it shows that we have already missed the point of power. We have missed the point of civilization and advancement. Advancement is personal before it becomes societal. When an individual believes or thinks that they need to possess resources so that they can deprive, exploit, oppress, suppress other voices or other people, then they have missed the point of advancement and civilization. When people believe that you need to go to school so you can possess information or knowledge so that you can be way ahead or exploit others, we have already missed the point of civilization. Civilization and advancement is what we do, who we are. Is an intentionality effort over propensity. It might not be our default setting, but then it's something that we can afford. How do we afford civilization? How do we afford advancement? We do so by taking the time out, the effort to be faithful to purpose, the greater common good purpose, and ensuring that our intentionality always override, supersedes, prevail on our propensity. So, do we have the resources to procure weapons and all that? Yes, of course, we do. Should we use them? No. Should we continue developing weapons? Who are we using it for? Who? So we gather all of that to kill ourselves. And then we claim on the other side that we are developed, we are advanced. That cannot continue to work. So we're calling for a redress of the situation. We need to embrace love, prosperity, peace, and tolerance. This is how we would continue to drive a more sane society. And at this level, our target should be all participation and not competition. Thank you.